Sometimes.
Hi, good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome again to the last in the five series of webinars for GCE Level 1. We are here today with our host and mentor who have been along with us in this journey. That is Mr. Tegbir Singh Bindra. A very good evening to you, sir, and a warm welcome once again.
Thank you,
I'd like
ma'am.
to introduce Mr. Bindra formally to everybody who's present here today with us. That is basically the educators community. You understand how important this journey has been, and I really hope that it is fruitful for you as much as it has been for me. Without wasting much time, let me just share some snippets of Mr. Brinda's exciting life journey till now. Sir has been in the education field for the last 10 years and is presently working as the IT head and CBSE in charge at Learning Path School, Mohali. He has been actively training teachers from various schools in and around Mohali since the last 4 years. He has also brought almost 12 schools to the Google Workspace platform during the last 2 years. His list of awards include being awarded a Silver Star by IDEA, that is Inspiring Digital Enterprise Award. He's a keen learner and has many certifications to his credit. To name a few, I'd like to say he's the GEG Mohali leader. It is also a very great day because GEG Mohali has been launched officially. So, all those of you who are in and around Mohali should keep a watch out on all the exciting things that the group would be doing. He is also a GCE Level 1 and Level 2 certified educator, is a Nearpod and Kami certified educator, and has many Kahoot certifications to his name too. The floor is yours, sir. Please take this over and ahead. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, ma'am. Very good evening to all the educators present here. So, in the last 4 days, last four sessions, we have covered all the important topics that are there in your GCE Level 1 exam and normally in your day to day life in your normal classroom teaching, including your Google Doc, Google Sheet, Google Slides, Google Sites. Today we'll be taking upon few topics which are not that commonly used but are very important for the exam as well as for your normal routine usage of internet, and we'll also see how you can register for the GCE level 1 exam. So without taking much time, let me share my screen so that we can proceed. So today, being the day 5, we'll be taking upon your digital citizenship. Now, we all have been using internet for every single task today. Now, in the last 2 years, we have been on internet every single minute of our day. But we always face situations where you get caught or get trapped basically by hackers or crackers stealing your important information. This is what we teach to our students as well, that your footprints are not safe on internet. Nobody is safe. You have to maintain your safety at your own level. Some of the key things you need to keep in mind which will definitely keep you strong and safe always. You always have to keep a good and strong password with a combination of alphanumeric keys and some special alphabet that are allowed for any particular website, like at the rate, hashtag, your comma, your ampersand, any symbol that is allowed. You need to be able to recognize which is a scam or a hoax online email. In our inbox, in our normal inbox, we are always flooded with emails saying that you have won a lottery or you have been selected as a winner for a competition. You need to be so much smart enough that you can identify that this is a scam or a hoax. You need to manage your digital footprint. Whatever you do on internet on any one given device, you think that it is limited to your device only, but it can be viewed by anybody sitting just waiting for a minute to track your digital footprint. So you need to maintain a security level there. You have to manage your online identity. Do not keep your information open to everyone to whom you don't trust, especially social media. Your importance of privacy, setting an incognito mode is very important here. Incognito mode allows you to do not allow your website to track the cookies, but that's not the only way in which you can remain safe. You have to maintain your privacy settings for your different websites and especially social media. You need to build resilience to be able to handle challenges. You may face a situation for the first time. You need to keep calm. You need to think what best should be done in this particular case, especially when you are dealing with cyberbullying. With the most common thing that has happened in last 2 years, we have seen people intruding into our online classes and doing nonsense in our classes. So that is a category of cyberbullying, but we need to make sure how we can track and tackle these situations. You need to protect yourself with a good strong password, as I just mentioned. You can also switch on your two-step verification, which is a very good feature in which whenever you try to log in from a new device, a notification comes to a second device, a two-step verification, which is safe. And you can include your upper and lowercase letters, your numericals, your special characters as allowed in a particular website to be a part of your password. Avoid using your or your family name in your password, which are easily judgeable or anybody can guess them very easily. Don't keep your date of birth or your date of anniversary as your password. They're very easy to crack. They should be very difficult to be guessed by somebody, but easy for you to remember. Remember, if it is difficult for somebody else, it may be difficult for you also. So keep a mixture of your alphabet and numerics so that you can easily remember, but it should be difficult for anybody else to track it down. And in any case, never ever share your password with anyone. I'll say anyone, even your family members. As we just discussed, that you need to be able to recognize your scam or hoax calls. You need to be, I just mentioned the example, pass it to 10 friends or to win a prize, or you have won a lottery of rupees 1 crore. Last few years, people were getting calls that you have been selected in Kaun Banega Crorepati show and you need to deposit some money. You need to be able to judge that these are a scam or a hoax calls. Never ever enter your bank detail or cards or detail unless it is a verified website, especially your banking website or your online shopping websites. They should have a HTTPS as a domain. You need to stay away from the pop-up contests, especially when you're searching on Google or you're searching for some unknown topic. You always see some pop-ups coming towards the right hand side or at the top of your screen. Very carefully click on the cross symbol. By mistake, do not click on the ad itself. It will redirect you to from main page to their page and may track down your whole data. If you get an email asking for your password, never ever click on that link. Check our website thoroughly before entering your personal details. There may be websites which look like same as the original website, but there is always a gap between the original and the duplicate ones. Do not accept calls or click on any links in text from strangers. If you don't trust a sender, please never ever open the link. Don't give out your phone numbers or Aadhaar card or license or bank details for public to see, especially on social media websites. You never know who else is also tracking you down. If you come across anything fishy, report it immediately. If you are a student, report it to your teachers or parents. If you are a person, an adult, you may report it to the authorities. You may go to the police. We have now cyber police stations set up in every city. You can report it to them so that you are saved. But if the police tracks them down, somebody else also gets saved. So it is our duty to protect everybody apart from protecting ourselves as well. Your digital footprints are there forever on your device. You need to manage them very, very, very carefully. Remember, once posted online, it remains there forever. Even if we remove it from there, it still remains there. You need to be very consistent and professional in what you say online. We have seen many cases where people comment something which is not good for the society or it is abusive or something else and they land in trouble. They have landed in jail as well. So always avoid yourself by commenting on such particular posts. Be aware of what other people are saying about you online. There may be somebody who's using abusive language against you just to provoke you. You need to keep calm and report the matter. Instead of indulging yourself into the fight, a verbal fight or a video fight, you should report it to the authority. Always be accurate while you're entering your information. Be sure you always get a second opinion on personal pictures that you post. Your personal picture gives your location as well. Somebody is maybe tracking you down. Where are you right now? If you are out of the city or out of your home, that means there is no one at your home right now. So you need to make sure that these pictures are not giving information to other people about your whereabouts. Be clutter free, close down accounts you don't need. You may have 10 different IDs created for a purpose, but now you don't need them. Close them down. Shut down. Remove your accounts. Delete your accounts once the work is done. It is for your safety only. You need to manage your online identity. Remember, internet is never a private space. Whatever you post is open to public. Maybe you think that you have given right access to your friends or your family only, but there are people who can easily track you down. It is never a private space. Do a Google search with your name to check what personal information and images are available about you online. You can simply type in your name in Google Omnibox and see where your name is being used or what else information is available, which you may have posted on any given website or platform, but you don't remember that. You can check it from there. As I just said, be careful with what you post online. It may provoke somebody else and it may land you in trouble. So always be safe. Yes, we have a freedom of voice, but not in that case where you are provoking somebody else. You are leading to riots or something, leading to community. Never ever indulge in such things. The importance of privacy settings and incognito mode. Use your incognito or guest mode on public and shared devices. When you are not using your own personal device or you're using your shared network, please use incognito mode. As I just mentioned, do not share your password even with your family members or friends. Do not give access to your Google account to unverified websites. Now, what happens is when we are searching internet or we are working on different apps, they ask us for the access to our Gmail account. If you have to do this such thing, always create a backup email which you just use for these purpose only and where you don't post any personal information of yours. Keep changing your password frequently, but remember, password should be difficult for others but easy for you to remember. It should not be the case that you are clicking on forget password every single time when you try to log in. Password should be easy for you. Keep reviewing your security and privacy controls under your Chrome browser settings frequently. These settings also keep on changing. Google, by automatically from backend, it keeps updating its privacy settings. But you should also keep a track or keep a check on all these privacy controls under your account. Now, maybe with choice or due to some situation, you become a part of cyberbullying. You need to keep something in mind. Don't try to respond. Somebody else from the other side will always try to provoke you, but you need to keep calm. Don't retaliate. They will say something against you. They will try every single, they'll leave no stone unturned to provoke you so that you also say something back to them. And then they make a good use of it. Don't do it. Document that particular incident, block that people online immediately, and then we have authorities where you can report them. As I just said, if your student, your teachers, your school are the best people to whom you can report after your parents. If it's at home, you can, your parents can go along you and report the matter to your cybercrime police station, or if required, FIR can be registered against people who are indulging in such tasks. But for that, you need to remember that you should not be a part of that conversation. If you become a part, you are equally responsible for that particular incident. Then you are also in trouble. Where to find help? Now, unknowingly, you become a part of such incidents, but there are people for you to help. You can use your Google search that this particular incident has happened. What can I do in my local community? You have Google Help Center. We have Google for Education Help Forums. And you can also, as a teacher, you can form your personal learning network for all the teachers that you know in and around your school or your community or your city or your home. So you can have your own personal learning network where you can share your resources, share these such type of incidents, what action was taken, so that somebody else can take guidance and help from all those matters or all that information that you provide. And same way, you can also take information from others that incident happened for some and some school or some and some student, and what action was taken and how they solved that particular matter. So this is about your digital citizenship. Next, we have your Google Chrome, Google Safe Search, and Google Groups. For this, I'll again like to stop sharing and share my screen again. So Google Chrome, this is our Google Chrome. We have all these settings under these three dots and settings here. You can see all these settings related to your Chrome, your security and privacy, as I just mentioned in digital citizenship. Here you can clear your browsing data, your cookies data, your security, your different site settings you can maintain from here just for your account only. Remember, now Chrome logs in for your profile. You can have different profiles if you have different data to be stored for a given profile. If you have multiple email IDs, you can create multiple profiles for them. A data linked to one profile will be available to you wherever you go, whichever device you open. You simply need to log in from your email ID. You will get to see all the settings for your Chrome profile that you have set up at your home for your personal ID and your personal device. Same settings will be available to you no matter wherever you go, whichever network you choose, whichever device you choose. Simply log in into Chrome through your personal email ID. Search. We all have been searching on internet. The very basic thing is open google.com and you search for Google, let us say Google Teacher Center. This is the next thing that we are going to do. Now, when you click on any particular topic, you see all these informations or different types of information available to you on this particular topic. We have news on this particular topic. We may have images on this topic. There are some videos available. We have some maps available for you. There, okay, it takes you to Google Map. We don't want it here. So let me open my Google again. We search for teacher learning center. Okay, spelling mistake. That's fine. So here you have tools. So when you click on this tool, you have some more options coming up to you. Anytime, like when the data has been published, and all results or verbatim. So these are different settings that you can choose while searching for a information. Now, for example, I go to images here. My tools will differ. I may choose from a different size, large, medium, icon, or any size. I can choose a color, which color, black and white or transparent. I can choose the type of image. It can be a clip art, a line drawing, or a GIF image. Time when it was published, last 24 hours or past week or past month or past year or any time. And most important, usage rights, commercial and other license, creative common license, because whenever we use information downloaded from internet, we do need to give you can say credit to that particular website from which you have taken the data, because the data or the information or the image has not been created by you. It is somebody else's work, right? So you need to give credit to that particular website or that particular author from which you are taking the information. And we also have your Google Groups. I'll just open a new tab and open groups.google.com. So this is your groups, just like your contacts only, but here we have your groups like WhatsApp groups. So these are all the groups that I have either created or I am being a part of. So these four groups, we can add members just like we can do it in a WhatsApp group. Whatever email I send to a group goes to everybody in that particular group. So every group gets a personal email ID. For like this is my GEG Mohali group, and I have got this email ID from Google itself. GEG-Mohali@googlegroups.com. So if I send any email to this particular email address, it will go to all the members that are there in my group. You can add members from here. You simply need to put in the email ID and you can send them invitation. You can also write an invitation message that this group is for this particular reason you have created for this group, and you can join this group by clicking on this link. A link will go to them in an email. So if I'll open this group, you will see there's only one member right now. I have just created this group, so I'm the only one here. I can add people from here. You can also make a setting that you approve who all can join. Somebody can request to join your group, but you can approve their request then. So you can make all those settings. These are your membership settings. You can change all these settings from here. So they are linked to your account, how the subscription should go to each email or to no email or to just digest. So these are different settings that you can change for your group. I'll also show you I am part of these all other groups. Now that was the group that I created. I got settings for that, but these are the groups which I've joined. So I don't get all those options here. So this is a group where I have received 3 emails. You can compare this with your normal Gmail inbox, but remember this is a group. Only people inside a group can communicate here. So it is a closed group. Gmail is open. So here we are talking about a closed group with only people who are from one community or share same thought. They join here, just like we do it in our WhatsApp groups. So WhatsApp, your Google groups are very important when you have to share same information with multiple people every given day or after every given time. So instead of sending that email to 100 different people every time, you create a group of them and you just send that information to one email ID that is associated with your group, and automatically the same email goes to everybody else. Whosoever is a part of that group will receive the information in form of email, or they can just log in here into the groups.google.com and see what information has been posted. So these are all the topics that we have covered in your Google Level 1 exam. These topics will be there when you are going to attempt your exam. We have 2 more things to discuss before we close down for your this particular session. We have your Google Chrome Web Store and Google Marketplace. Now, these are 2 different things. People mostly get confused between the two. The Chrome Web Store gives you an access to the extensions that you can apply to your Google Chrome. So, whatever extensions you install or you download from Chrome Web Store, they come here as your extension. You see this icon, the puzzle icon here. These are all the extensions that I have downloaded. They are relevant to my Google Chrome. They are not linked with my Google Gmail account or my Google Docs or Google Slides. No, they are linked to my Google Chrome. Google Chrome itself is a product. So they are linked to that particular Chrome web. Now, if you log in into a Google Chrome profile on any different device, whatever extension you have downloaded will be available to you in that device as well, because these extensions get linked to your account through which you have logged in into your Chrome. But same way we have a Google Workspace, or you can call Google Workspace Marketplace, where you get add-ons. Now, add-ons are for different G Suite products. For example, for Docs, for Sheets, for Drive, for Forms. You can simply, let me show you. This is my simple Google Doc. You click on add-ons and you click on get add-ons. So from here, you will reach Google Marketplace. Now here, if you know the name of the add-on, you can search for it, or you can scroll down and see different add-ons or different tools that are available which work with docs. You can see here it's written work with docs. You can also find add-ons for sheets, for slides, for drive, for forms, and there may be few add-ons which work with multiple tools. You know, here twist here. In your normal Gmail account, your personal email account, you can install any add-on as per your choice. But if you are using Google Workspace, administered by your school or your institute, there may be a setting done by admin that you cannot download or install any add-on. You need to send an approval request to the admin of your school or institute. If they find that this is a safe add-on to be installed, they can allow for you to download and install. Or if it is a good one, they can also push that add-on to everyone into the account. So if you have 100 teachers in your school admin account, and if your admin finds that add-on suitable for every single employer, every single teacher, they can simply push it from one click only, so that not all 100 teachers need to download and install it on their own. They will automatically get access to that add-on. For that, admin needs to do the setting. They need to push a particular add-on towards every single account in their admin account. So if you, for example, click on this add-on, here you see an option called install. When you click on install, it will ask you to continue. I'm just showing you an example. And it will ask you to log in through your email account, and then that particular add-on will be installed to your particular account only if you're doing it from your personal account. But yes, if admin pushes it from the backend, then every single teacher into your account will be able to access that particular add-on. So remember, your extensions are for Chrome, for the Chrome itself, Chrome which itself is a product, and add-ons are for G Suite tools. We call them Google Workspace tools now. Example: Google Docs, Google Slides, Google Sheets, Google Forms, Drive, and what else? So remember, there are questions in your Google Level 1 exam from Google Tools, Google Add-ons, and Chrome Web Store. There are a few questions from there as well. So this is a very important topic not to be left while you prepare for your Level 1 exam. Now, in last session, some people requested to show how to register for your exam. So we have covered all the topics. Every single topic has been covered. So I will show you now how to register for your exam. So this is the website. You need to open your Google Learning Center, Google Teacher Center. Let me show you Google Teacher Center. This is the edu.google.com website. And here you will find certifications. And now, as you're doing for level 1, you will click on Educator level 1. Now, you just need to scroll down, and here you see take the certification exam. The exam is valid for 3 years. It is of 3 hours, and the fees is $10 plus GST, or the plus tax as we say. So it comes out to be $11.80 in India, somewhere roughly around 900 rupees, depending upon the dollar price. So you click on register. It asks you to select your language. You need to click on this button. Now, as we will be doing it in our English language only, we don't have our regional languages available here. This exam is available in few languages only, or we'll choose English. Now, it will ask you through which account you want to register for this particular account. Now, I've created a sample account for this, and I'll use that for this particular session. That I've already registered for my personal account. I've already given my exams. I cannot show you sign up option from there. It is always there if you are logging in for the first time. So this is the form where you land in. So login. This is the email ID that you need to keep as your user ID. This will be used while you go to give your exam. So I'll use the same ID that I have created. We need to put our password here with these combinations. You need to re-enter your password. Your legal first name and last name. So I'll put my name here. Your primary phone number. Your address, which is a mandatory field. I'll write sample address as I'm not going to give exam from here. City, I'll use Chandigarh. Now, province or state. If you click right now here, you will see all the American states coming here. So to see Indian states, you simply need to change your country from here. So you come back to India, and now you come back to this province or state, and you will see all the Indian states now. So I'll again select Chandigarh. So any secondary email, in case your primary email changes, I'll give my its email account here. Primary relationship with Google, you are a educator. Your name as you would like it to appear on your certificate. Remember, this has to be a complete name, including your last name, same what you have in your legal documents, your Aadhaar card or your passport or your driving license, whatever you choose as your legal identity, the name should be same here. If you have anything missing on your legal Aadhaar card and passport, please don't mention it here. So send me email from Google for your personal development. You can select yes or no, and it asks you for your school name. I'll write here random school, and I simply need to click on save and see if I've entered all the information correct. Oh, I left something. I left postal code here, so I'll fill it and try to save it again. Again, something is missing. It will keep you telling until you don't fill all the details. So, okay, I had to do it again. Educator, and this also. This is a required field. So now I have created my account for an Google certification exams. Now you land on this page. This is your web assessor or criterion web page where you will see the detail of all the exams for which you register, which you attempt, and what are the results of all those exams that you appear for. So the very first step is you need to register for an exam. So you see all these headings here. So you click on register for an exam. It shows you a list of exams that are available. These are for educators and this is for trainers. So once you clear level 1 and level 2, you can also apply for Google certified trainer. For that, you need to give a skill assessment test that is at level 3. So first we'll concentrate on level 1 only. So you click on buy now here. So the exam fees is $10. If you have a voucher code, then you can put your voucher code and submit, and your cost will come out to be zero. Otherwise, if you are a normal customer, you have to pay $10 with tax of $1.80, which is $11.80 in total USD. The cost comes out to be somewhere around 900 rupees approximately. And you simply need to click on checkout to make the payment. We have selected our test. It asks you for a credit card number. You can only make a payment through a credit card because this is an online payment. It is a non-Indian payment account, so you can only make a payment through your credit card. You simply add your card details, expiry date, and submit. The moment your payment is realized, you will receive a link in your email for your exam. You simply need to click on that particular link and attempt your exam. Now, once you attempt for your exam, you will see your once you register for your exam, you will see my certifications here. Here you will see all the exams that are either scheduled or you have attempted. So you will see the list of exams here. This status is updated every 24 hours, and all the exams that you give are valid for 36 months only. That is 3 years in total, whether it is level 1 exam or level 2 or trainer skill assessment test, all the exams are valid for only and only 3 years. And if you go to my assessments, it will show you the result of all the tests that you have attempted, scheduled, in progress, and completed. If you clear your exam, you will see a pass status here. If you don't, you will see a fail status here. So these are all your completed exams, your in progress exams, or your scheduled exams. So this is how you need to register for your Criterion account, how to register for your exam. You will also get the link of your exam here. So you see here launch. Under the launch, you will get a link. So once you register for your exam and your payment is realized in Criterion's account, you will see the link here as well. You will also receive it in your email, but you will also see the link here under your launch. So you can simply click on that particular link and it will redirect you to the Criterion website. Now remember, when you're giving your level 1 or level 2 or any other exam, make sure you're sitting at a very quiet place. Your webcam is working properly. You cannot attempt your exam through mobile phone. Please don't make this mistake. You will waste your fees. So you have to attempt your test from a laptop or a desktop, but with a webcam. Mic is not required, but your webcam is required. So in the beginning of your test, it will click a photograph of yours, and during your whole test, during that time you are inside the testing environment, it will keep clicking your photographs randomly. And AI technology is used to match your first photograph with the next random taken photographs. So if there is something that doesn't match, your first photograph and your next photograph doesn't match at all, you will be shunt out from your testing environment and you will get a fail status then and there only. Make sure you're sitting in a very closed environment. There's no one to disturb you there. You are in free mind. You are not stressed. See, you have 3 hours with you and only 35 multiple choice questions to be attempted. Now you all have been teachers working on G Suite tools from last 5 weeks. We are working on these tools. You have been practicing all these tools. The exam is very basic. All the basic tools that you use or that a basic teacher should know, the test is based on that only. So it's very easy. I have given it, like I gave it 2 years back, but this year, this last month only, I gave it again. My exams were expiring next year. I had still had 1 year, but I again gave it because in last 2 years, so much has changed in every single G Suite tools. You talk about Google Doc or you talk about Google Form or Google Drive. So much has changed since the pandemic hit us and since today. A lot has changed. We used to get scenario based questions also. That was a practical scenario. We were given 11 scenario questions to be done. There was a proper testing environment for that as well. But as of now, as we talk today, we only have 35 multiple choice questions, including your drag and drop, match the following, and multiple select questions also. So only these 35 questions to be attempted in complete 3 hours. So 180 minutes are there. Please make full use of these. You can finish your exam in 35 minutes if you are so perfect. But I'll suggest never ever do that. Always and always recheck your answers. You always have an option to go back to any particular question and change your answer before you submit your test. So before submitting, you can review every single question. You can change the answer of every single question, rethink, try to give all the correct answers. The passing percentage is 80%. That means 28 answers out of 35 should be correct for you to clear your level 1 exam. Same goes for level 2. So I'm sure you all can easily get 35 out of 35. I got 100% both the times. So it's very easy. You will never ever get, if you're using all the G Suite tools in your daily classroom environment, you will never ever face an issue in answering any of the questions. So, in case still anybody has any doubt, I am just putting down my email ID here. You can note it down tegbindra@gmail.com. So, you can anytime reach me out for any particular topic, any topic that we have covered in the previous days, or how to register for your exam or any other thing. Yes, Mamta, you can refer to Google while giving your exam. Google has made it an open textbook exam now. You can open a new tab and look for a particular option to give your answers. Yes, you can do that. Anybody else has any answer? I would like to, I'll be happy to answer your questions. We'll be putting our feedback form link also here in the chat window. I request all the teachers, all the educators to please fill in the form as a feedback. What all you will like to know from us. So we'll be happy to help you out. Maybe it is for any G Suite tool, any option you're not able to do, you need help in that case, please feel free to come back to us. You have our link. I've given you my email ID. It's takebindra@gmail.com. So you can personally reach out to me. I'll try my level best to respond as soon as possible. Right. So thank you so much for being with us for last 5 days, last 5 weeks, I'll say. So yes, you can book an exam a day before. You probably get the link in next 4 to 24 hours. So whenever you register for an exam, the link comes to you in your email in next 4 to 24 hours, and then you can attempt it anytime. You get 7 days after registering to attempt your exam. You can do it at any time of the day. I always prefer doing it at late night after your 9:30. Once your dinner time is over, there's no disturbance at all, no outside noises, no street noises. You can completely concentrate on your exam. That's my choice, but it depends upon you. You can do it any time of the day. So for next 7 days, since you register, 24 hours are there for you. Next 7 days, you can attempt your exam anytime. So thank you, Pooja ma'am. Thank you, Pramukta ma'am. Thank you, Mahatatva, for giving me this platform to get in touch with all these educators who are willing to do the level 1 exam. So thank
Thank
you.
you so much, sir, for amazing session. And thank you everyone for being here.
Thank you, Pooja ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Requesting everyone to please fill the feedback form for sir.
Thank you, everyone. Have a nice
Thank you,
evening.
sir.